They
waiting for us, man.
Hey.
We live in the mix. We live in the
We in
mix.
the building.
We live in the building, man. We let y'all know we here, man. Just in case y'all didn't think we wasn't here. We here.
We here.
We here. You know what I mean? Mo want to know. Mo in the merciful. We in the mix. Y'all already know what it is. From a remote location, I had to drop in on y'all like this. You know what I mean? Yeah, they after me.
That's it. That's
it. They after me.
That's it.
But we in the mix. We here. We in there. Listen, man. It's your situations. Let them know what's going on. Tonight is going to be serious.
Oh, man.
Tonight I thought you heard it before. If y'all thought you heard something before, y'all going to hear it today.
Oh, y'all going to hear it today.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be ugly. It's going to be a problem. It's definitely going to be a problem, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, everybody.
We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all because we wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for y'all. So we thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. And yeah.
Little steps turn to giant steps.
They do. They sure do.
So little steps turn to giant steps, man. You know, you get 1 or 2 people, then 3 or 4 people, then 10 people, then 50 people. And you know what I mean? It's consistency.
That's all it is.
Consistency always wins. So even if you don't see nobody, they may go back tomorrow and say, "I'm gonna see what I missed, what they was talking about."
That's it. That's it. That's right.
So we give the same crowd, whether it's 1 person or 1,000 people, we give everybody the same love, the same joy, and the same information.
Same information.
How about that, God damn it?
God damn it.
God damn it.
So what's been going on?
You looking kind of spicy, Mo.
Huh?
You looking kind of spicy.
Listen, I was tempted to put on a wig, but I promised I was going to go natural. So I had a nice silk press and, going on, and I cut all my hair off that was dead, and I said, I'm going to get it back together, honey. Yes.
You was going to hit it with a wig?
I get tempted. Right. I have this fetish with the wig, but I promised my ladies that we was going to throw them wigs down, you know what I'm saying? And just go
back to your original self.
And just love ourselves the way we are, whether we gray haired or, you know what I'm saying? Thank God I don't have no gray hair yet. But, whether we gray haired or we got them 4 gray braids that we get done when we're going to get our protective style for our wigs, and that's all you have, or your edges is back here like Stevie Wonder, it doesn't matter.
How about that?
It doesn't matter. That's just who you are. Love on your non-edge having self.
Love on yourself, man. Listen, a lot of stuff been going on, Mo, this week, man. You see the basketball chick? They gave her 9 years.
No, I didn't see that.
The basketball chick that got caught with the vape in Russia?
Shut the hell up.
They gave her 9 years. One of your people just hit us. So you can use the wigs.
You can use them wigs as It better not be a synthetic one because that'll burn the fuck up. But yeah, if it's a real one, I sure can. Because baby, listen, it can't go on my head.
Crazy.
No, I didn't hear about that. Tell us about
it. They gave the chick 9 years for a vape.
A vape.
They said she was smuggling in reefer. They caught her with 1 vape. They gave her 9 years.
And that's smuggling in, like she gonna sell something or do something with it. She just trying to smoke and be great in her life like everybody else.
Basketball player.
You stressed the fuck out. What Brittany say? Yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. Listen, you stressed out. Everybody's fucking smoking. Everybody's smoking. Everybody's either smoking. I stopped because it makes me, I don't know, just makes my heart fucking, you know what I mean, palpitate. But I drink my wine. Shit, everybody does something.
Right. How about that?
And I'm not doing 9 years for a glass of wine. So why she got to do 9 years for a vape?
She doing 9 years for a vape.
Dead ass wrong. That's dead ass wrong.
She's a professional basketball player, and they gave her 9 years for a vape. Like, come on, for real? For real? Like, seriously?
Oh, God. It's pretty fucked up.
Who was that, Brittany? That's one of your people. Brittany, what's going on? We appreciate you checking in with us.
Definitely. Hey, Brittany.
Log into Chop Cheese TV on Instagram. I mean, not on Instagram. Log into Chop Cheese TV on
Facebook.
And we're gonna bring you in for some conversation.
And you can come in and talk. That's right. You can join the show. Log in on Facebook. Chop Cheese TV.
Easy. Chop Cheese TV right on Facebook. Bring you right in. Just let me know when you click it. But yeah, they gave this woman 9 years, man, and I feel so bad for this sister, man.
I'm gonna say this: she had to have had a horrible ass lawyer. That's really what it is.
Not even that. They got beef with the United States.
Well, that's true too. Hey, who was that? Allen Iverson did more than that. Yeah. Yeah. He is still revered as the greatest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. ain't trying hard to get this girl out of there. So, like, they want to do prisoner swaps now with the United States. So, we don't know. We don't know how this thing gonna turn out. We pray that she's gonna get out. You know what I mean? Much love to her family.
Definitely. And prayer.
Stay strong, sis. Sis, stay strong. It ain't over yet.
That's
stay
right.
Strong. And I know that's hard, but stay strong, man. And then we got the pastor. Oh, Brittany is the name of the girl, the basketball chick.
Oh, okay. Okay, we thought that was our guest. Okay, that's her name.
Okay. Thank you
for that.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, and then the pastor dude.
Man, listen. We ain't even gonna go there. Because I know everybody has heard it by now and seen it. It was on the news. It made it from media takeout to the damn news. Okay. And they're talking about it. And you told me about it when it first broke. And I was like, no, Ra, absolutely not. There's no way that was bullshit. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. I listened to him talk on the news. I mean, let's forget that, his shoe room and his dressing room is the size of my house. Let's forget that he got 80 pair of Gucci
size of your house.
Into my whole house. Let's just put all of that to the side, that he got all them diamonds and cars and probably got a private jet. Put all of that aside, okay? Because a lot of pastors do that. That wasn't even it for me. He was just, they were doing the interview, the way he was talking, it was just a whole lot of, you just could pick the energy up that he was full of shit.
Right.
That's what did it for me. It just was something about the way he was talking, like he was trying to hustle his way through, trying to make people believe that was real. He full of shit. He sound like he full of shit.
Yeah, it's sad. He's sad.
Yeah. And like you say, he gonna go down. So I just got my popcorn and I got my feet propped up waiting to see what's gonna happen. Oh, here we go, Coach. It said, this is Coach. I don't know why my name ain't showing up. But we see your name here on Facebook.
No, his name ain't showing up like right here. Like Coach name supposed to be showing up right there. I don't know, Coach. I don't know.
Showing up on YouTube?
I don't know. I'm gonna see if it's showing up on YouTube. Because his name might be showing up on the YouTube feed. Let me go on the YouTube feed and see if his joint is popping up on there. But yeah, man, it's past the dude, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what to say. He's doing what he's doing, man. But what we gonna do?
Well, I'll tell you this: there's always a snitch everywhere. Always a snitch.
What he's doing, man. But what we gonna do?
Well, I'll tell you this: there's always a snitch everywhere. Always a snitch.
Always, but always.
So somebody gonna tell. And that's when we're gonna get the real story, because somebody gonna tell. Somebody gonna sing like a bird when it comes to, shenanigans and big hot stories. Somebody is going to tell. So we'll find out quickly.
To tell.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna find out what the deal is.
No, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out sooner than later.
That's right. Talking about he owned the whole block. Somebody on the block gonna tell on that ass.
Yeah. He said he owns the block.
Huh? And he was proud about that. And is there anybody on the block that he's helping with his or millions of dollars that he has? Is he helping anybody? There's probably a couple of homeless people sleeping on that block on the ground. Is he helping anybody on that block that he owns? It says not showing up on Facebook. It's showing as a guest. What the bullshit are you doing, Rob? You know you are in charge of the technical situations on our show.
Right. I don't even see his chat's not popping up on his chats is not popping up on
That's Coach. To my head. That's Coach. You done changed her gender. That's Coach.
Yeah, that's why I don't know. Oh, no, Coach is on our regular. She's on our regular stream.
Yeah, that's why she said it's showing up as a guest. I don't know where, but she's been doing this for the whole time, so I know she knows how to do it. So it's something that you doing, Rob.
It's something that I'm doing. I'm gonna just bring Coach in because, you know what I mean. I see her name on the situation.
Can you just bring her in?
That's what I'm giving to do.
Okay.
You know we got to bring Coach in.
Got to bring her in.
I said the situation. Coach gonna come in a minute.
Coach gonna lay your ass down because she's already ready. She ready for you.
The Longstead show didn't help a soul when Texas flooded. Nope. Sure
Come
did.
on now. Now you talking right.
Sure did.
At all.
Sure did. Didn't help nobody.
Ain't come with a boat, with a canoe or anything to come through there and help the people.
Exactly. He didn't want to let nobody in.
Yes, I remember that.
He didn't want to let nobody in.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Just as evil as he want to be.
He did not want to let nobody in. Talking about this is God's house. He was like, y'all better not come in and mess up my floors.
Ain't it? With your wet ass clothes.
Yeah, he said, don't come in and messing up our floors, man. So hold on, we had some so 2 incidents today also. Not just today, but I seen one today and one other day. So these guys are shooting shots at these chicks they shooting shots at these chicks.
Hey, Coach.
These internet models. Hey, Coach.
Evening. Greetings and salutations.
Salutations and all that other good stuff. So these dudes are shooting shots at these internet vixens or models, right? Uh-huh. So they flying them out here, kicking it to them, and expecting pay for play when they come out here, and the chicks is fronting on them. So one dude took the chick back to the airport, dropped her off, and canceled her flight.
I seen that.
Told her, get back how you want to get back. The other chick told another chick, the dude said, yo, I spent about $5,000 on this chick, and she knew what it supposed to have been about. I flew out here. She knew we supposed to be getting it on, and she don't want to give it up. She said, Ma, you got to go. She said, you got to go. Pack your stuff. You got to go. You know what it was when you flew out here. You thought you was coming out here just to hang out. You came out here to get tapped out. and now you don't want to abide by the situation. Sad. It's a sad day. It's a sad day.
What you about to get into, Coach? Because I know you about to. Because when you look up in the air and hold your breath.
What happened to the honest hoes?
Listen to me.
I'm just
This is
saying.
this is the issue. Most men lead with transactions. Okay, when you lead with a transaction instead of being reciprocal, you're going to get a situation where she's gonna get flued out, and you're gonna feel like, oh, I paid into being just because you paid for somebody to come out and to have a good time doesn't mean that you have access to her womb.
But don't you think
to her
that
body
was in the conversation? That was in the conversation.
Well, baby, you're gonna have to sign a whole contract, because this is my thing. Like in court, it's a bunch of he say, she say. Unless it's on paper, unless it's on paper, it has no weight or no bearing.
Coach, when the dude hit the chick on Instagram, I think you sexy, I think you fly. Why don't you come on out for a couple days and hang out with me? I got coming out. Come on, hang out with me.
That's a transaction. That's a transaction.
The female already knows if she's coming out there that she's coming to get tapped out. Like, this is 2022. Like, we ain't gotta do sign languages. We ain't gotta do. If I fly you out here, you know that there gotta be some booty involved.
Listen, you better communicate and let me know what it is. We're gonna communicate. That's what it is. If you want some ass, because you flew me over to wherever, I don't know where the hell they went. You fly me out, you know what I mean, Vegas or wherever. We're gonna communicate about what you expectation.
The communication was the flight.
No.
You thought you was coming out here just to chill out?
For a whack ass flight, I'm supposed to give you some butt? I could take a whack ass flight on my own.
I'm flying you out.
I can get on the Greyhound for free.
I'm flying you across. I'm flying you across the country. We going to dinner. We hanging out. And you don't think that the end of the night don't end up with poontang?
No. Because I can buy my own mimosas and I could buy my own flight. If you wanted that to be a part of the transaction for me to come out, if you say, okay, I'm spending $1,000 or however much you spending, I expect for you to be able to throw it around in a circle at the end of the night, then that needs to be a conversation that needs to be had.
I should have talked about that.
Mo.
Especially
you're online every day, butt naked, half naked, butt naked.
That's
what you do. Hold on.
That's
what you do. You're online for likes with your booty out, naked, with your everything showing, and it's every picture is another freak show picture and everything and all of that. I hit you on the joint and we get to conversating. What's up? What's good? We party. I'm like, yo, why don't you come out and hang out with a fella? I got you.
Hang out. That's exactly what he said. He said come out. He never said let's come out and hump. Come on out here so we can get to it. Listen,
right.
I'm a big communicator.
I am too.
I just me. I say what it is. I say what I want, and I'm gonna tell you if I want. You know what I'm saying? Eggplant situation. I'm gonna tell you that. And
unbelievable
expectation.
That doesn't matter. The thing about it is, a woman, and a lot of these men are positioning these women that are sex workers. Okay, if her profession is a sex worker,
yes,
you are paying. Okay, you are paying to be that's why they have OnlyFans and all kinds of other stuff that you can pay to see these type of things.
Okay,
so if you hit her up and talk about, oh, we just gonna hang out and you coming over as a companion, then I'm gonna companion. I'm not fitting right. The companion doesn't mean that I open up my legs for you to be inside of me.
Companion, that's the new word for tonight. Companion.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I'm gonna tell you this. And both individuals that was on there, they were very precise about what they were saying. Like, Ma, come on, don't play no games. You knew what it was when we talked on the phone. You knew what it was when we text. I flew you out here, and then you come out here and not like. If you wasn't feeling me, you shouldn't have came. You shouldn't have came out here. If you wasn't feeling me, because it could have went sideways.
Coach.
It could have went sideways.
She got her Pentecostal finger up.
And it's going to go sideways because men's egos are very fragile. Very, very fragile. So even if she would have said, nah, I ain't feeling you like that, she would have been every BTICCH. She would have been everything but a child of God. You would have cussed her up one side and down the other and told her she ain't shit and she ain't gonna ever have shit because she told you down. So it don't even matter. She could say yes, no, maybe so. You still gonna cuss her out.
Let me tell you something. If she would have did something for the brother, that he wouldn't have flipped so much, and then it made it so bad, the chick ain't had no money to get back home.
Now that's a problem. Because my grandmother always taught me, when you go out somewhere with a man, make sure you have your own money so that you can get back home.
That's the rule.
That's the rule.
That's a rule. I don't in men these days, I'm not saying all, but a lot of them. When you tell them what you have, if you are doing well for yourself and they happen to pull up to your crib and see 3 or 4 cars sitting in the driveway, they see that you got nice things and you got all your teeth in your mouth, they will prey on you because they know that they can lay up and they can do whatever because you gonna basically become their sugar mama.
I'm talking about these loose strumpets on Instagram and Facebook.
These loose what?
Strumpets.
Strumpets?
On Instagram and Facebook, and all they promoting is punani.
Punani.
That's all they promoting. So that's what these dudes are attracted to.
Okay.
That's on them.
They're not attracted to your bicycle. They're not attracted to the lotion that you're selling. They attracted when you showing T's. You showing T's and A's.
That's on them. That's a them problem. That ain't a me problem. If I choose to show my titties to be able to sell a candle and you fall for it and you buy 20,000 candles because you really want to see what's up under the lingerie, that's on you.
And I mean, was he presumptuous, or did she get verbal confirmation that this is what they want to get to? I'm confused.
Because presuming stuff doesn't mean that it's the truth. Yeah. Because just because you presume something, I can dress up, dress down, and you could presume that I am a kept woman. You can be like, oh, she married. She married. She got a man. I ain't had a man since '86. I don't know what you're talking about. So you presuming things that ain't true. And that's what, and when you presume things and you don't get clarity and you don't get an understanding, then that's when the problem comes in, because now you feel as though she owes you.
Yes.
She owes you because you have invested in money. It doesn't cost you anything to like her picture. She don't care about that. When you like her picture, you're signaling to other people, I like what I see. That's what you're saying.
What's that, Ron? What's that?
What you mean? Ain't no confirmation of my kids in the fight.
Hold on. This is the thing right here. This is the thing right here. I just wanted to show you. I just want to show you real quick what the guy was saying. What he's saying to the young lady, so that y'all could get some clarity on.
I've seen it. I'm on social media all the fucking time. I've seen it. You don't have to listen. It's not too many things that are on social media that I have not seen. Okay, because I see what I need to see most of the time. I've seen it.
Just make sure you give me my fucking confirmation number.
What? Ain't no confirmation number.
What you mean?
Ain't no confirmation number. My kids will play. My kids will play. Why your own ticket? Make sure you want the cheeks. Oh. It's so bad. I ain't even your bag. Here, your bag right there. I'm cool. No. I'm dead serious. You ain't want to give me no cheeks? You gotta do it.
Nigga, you're lame as fuck.
Thank you is lame for that.
I'm saying you gotta go. You gotta go. I'm not paying for your ticket. I'm not paying for those. So you see what I'm saying?
He was dead wrong for that, though.
Yeah,
That was real
he was
petty.
lame.
And it was petty, and it was just tacky. Like, how do you do something like
tacky.
that?
Very tacky.
He dropped her back at the airport and have a very nice day.
That was tacky.
And where's these homeboys, okay, that need to be holding folks accountable? You hanging out with other lame niggas that think the same thing is that's okay to drop a woman off with no way to get back home.
The whole
I'm gonna say this.
This is how we're treating women in society.
There's a lot of women. I hear you talking how you talking, but there's a lot of women that they don't talk. They whole thing is it's all about money over everything. Or that's their whole conversation. And let me tell you something. Out of every 10 chicks, 8 of them is speaking that language. Or if they not, they fronting and they speaking now. You may be talking about an older group of women who are a little more mature in they approach with their situation, but anything south of 30 is talking hoe talk. Any females south of 30, and I'm not saying all of them, but 80% of them are talking hoe talk on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. That's what they talking. And that's the conversation that they having with dudes. They got hoe talk going on. It ain't no fun.
They having these conversations with themselves.
They having conversations with guys.
Oh, okay.
This is the conversation they having. Anything south of 30, they talking about sucking, plucking, and humping. That's what they talking about. That's so when a man,
they're not talking to themselves. They have an audience for this. If men just like y'all be telling women, pick better, choose better. I'm so sick of that. I can fucking vomit. My thing is, what are they picking from? If somebody is giving them the attention, there's somebody paying for this. Somebody is paying for this conversation. They're not just speaking for themselves. There's nothing new under the sun. They've been selling ass since Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing.
Coach, but they think that some of them be trying to play the game and think they're gonna get a couple of dollars and that. I'm gonna tell you real quick. This is a short story. A friend of mine played the game with a chick like that. Flew the chick to the situation. Hotel, everything was going down. The chick flipped on him while I was in the hotel and said, if you don't give me $300, I'ma scream rape. He flew her out here. They had good conversation on the phone. Good conversation on the video, talking, flew out here, everything was cool, got her to the hotel, up in the hotel, you know what I mean? She was fronting, they was drinking, smoking, she was fronting on the situation. She told him, if you don't give me X amount of money right now, I'm screaming rape. He had to give her the money and get out of Dodge.
Well, that is kind of crazy. I mean, that's a whole different
type of games that chicks is playing. Everything south of 30.
It's the truth. It's a whole different generation. We didn't have social media like that, but even when we did start with Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Our generation, Joy, you know what I mean? We wasn't doing that. You know what I mean? Shaking our ass on Facebook and, you know what I mean, showing cleavage and all that kind of stuff. We didn't act like that. So
and I think it has a lot to do with your upbringing too, because a lot of the children nowadays, they just don't take they're not under any type of tutelage. Like nobody is mentoring them, and if they do have mentors, they not listening to them. Okay, it's a different situation, and then it's, you know, we grew up, you know, with our grandparents telling us, you know, certain things. This is how you carry yourself as a lady. There are different ways that women are showing up. Some of them are showing up. When I hear Rod talk about these women that are basically in survivor mode because they are doing things to survive. You know,
Yeah.
if shaking my ass or showing a little titty or this or that or whatever is going to keep a roof over my head, then that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, because they're in survivor mode. Okay,
Yeah.
when a woman comes forth and she knows her worth and she knows, to be present with herself in her femininity and all of that it is worth, she shows up differently.
Different. Mm-hmm.
She's a different person. And then you have to check these men, because it's just like it's not just younger guys that are doing this. You got men, okay, 50 plus, that are
True that.
flying folks out, that are
Exactly.
paying for wigs and lashes and toes and nails and titties and BBLs and everything else,
Whole
just
sugar.
just because of what this woman makes him look like and makes him feel like. Because certain men go through a midlife crisis, and the only
Yep.
way they feel valued is to get with a younger woman.
Mm-hmm. That's the truth.
So once again, we have to go back to what is, because she's not having this conversation with herself.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yes. Somebody else is entertaining it.
They
Somebody
whole
else is
crew. But
entertaining this conversation,
there's
and
no
it's not just heterosexual, because there's a lot of LGBTQ people that do the same thing. They will fly a girl out, or they'll fly a man out, and they will have themselves a good time.
let me
I
tell you
mean, a
something.
really good time.
It's
So
it's it's
it's not
crews
just
of
gender
females.
specific.
It's crews of females that's into this escort world. They go to all the football games, the basketball games, all the major big parties. They go to all of these joints, and they out there and they tell you literally what's up.
Yeah.
They tell you straight up, and ain't no playing with them. They tell you straight up
Yeah.
what's up, or don't waste my
Because
time.
my son tells me how he's 25, and he tells me, he be like, "Ma, these women are crazy." And he's telling me all these stories about how they approach him and just come up to him, and just really just co-workers and people in professional settings be like, "Yo, I will give you the business." He be like, "Huh?" Like, first of all, I don't even mess with people that I work with. And second of all, like, who raised you? Even he has the common sense to know that is inappropriate and that is ridiculous.
They not playing. It's real
They're
right now.
different. They're different.
It's a different, and it's a and it's like I said, it's nothing new under the sun. Because when you look at some of these documentaries, and you look at, Aaron Hall and Keith Sweat and all these folks, and women will find their hotel room, and they would just show up at the hotel room and be like, listen, and they throw their panties on the floor and they get to it. And it's just like, and then you find out, 25, 30 years later, that you done had a groupie baby. You don't know.
How about that? How about that?
You
How
just
about
don't
that?
know. And so that's when there is a spirit of desperation, anything goes.
Yeah.
Anything
But,
goes.
But they not
but
desperate. That's what they doing now. It
yeah,
ain't
they're
What
desperate.
not.
you mean? What you mean they're not desperate?
They not desperate. That's how they get money. That's how these
That's
girls are getting money
different.
now.
Well, that is desperation when you think about it. That is,
How? How is that
well,
desperate?
that's not the only way to make money. So what do you mean?
That's how they're making money.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that she's
So how
saying
is that desperate?
that is desperate in a sense, because you can make money lots of other ways than just throwing your ass around.
Stripping is like a 9 to 5 now. Stripping ain't like sneaking around before. Stripping is
Yeah,
a 9 to 5.
That's a sex
listen,
worker.
Huh?
I'm not.
That's a sex worker. We got to stop demonizing sex work.
A stripper is
There's a
desperate.
difference between sex work and somebody who is trying to get a come up by, showing a little titty or a little ass or whatever. There are plenty of people who work and sex is their profession. That's just what it
The
is.
escort game is big.
It's a big thing. I mean, look at P Valley. I mean, we've glorified,
Listen, the escort game is big.
And the thing about it is, and even when you go back and look at our culture and look at certain rituals and rites and things of that nature, our ancestors will climb up to trees and make rituals and things of that nature. So it's not we got to stop demonizing sex work. My thing is going back to the original conversation. If that is what you want, if you are, there are plenty of men, and it's a man that's on TikTok right now. He got goggles on, and he says that he is looking for, he's looking for a wife. Okay. And first of all, he said his first video was like, I'm willing to pay people he was willing to pay for somebody to hug on him. Okay. He was in the
life insurance plan. He was signed over his life insurance plan. But I understand that because he had no edges. You see, his hairline started here. And he had gray braids. And his glasses look like goggles. So he would have to give somebody. He would have to give somebody a damn policy to hug.
Once again, he's willing to pay for what he wants.
That's desperation.
So once again, if there was not it's all about supply and demand. If there was no supply and demand for people, there is people now that have been certified in cuddling, and they get paid to cuddle by the hour.
I never heard of that, Coach.
Yes, that is a cuddle specialist, okay? And she cuddles with people, okay? Anywhere she gets paid up to $1,800 per hour just to cuddle.
You lie.
Ain't nobody getting no 2 racks to cuddle and ain't getting stuck.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, right.
Go pull it up on your phone.
No way.
I'm telling you.
Where can I take that class and get certified?
Pull it up.
Because all this time I've been cuddling for free. Now if
you cuddle with me for 2 racks, you gonna get poked.
Spoon.
That's what I said. But you gotta understand that there's a certain level of restraint. There's certain things that she will not do. Like she won't cuddle naked. Like you have to be fully clothed. And sometimes she will spoon her clients. She spoons them. They spoon her. Sometimes they lay on the side. Sometimes they lay in between the legs. It's a whole article on it.
$1,800.
You mess around, get your ass whooped trying to cuddle with me for 2 racks and I ain't poking.
That's
Somebody
crazy.
will get me up.
No, that's crazy.
Monique, I don't get on here and lie about nothing. Okay?
No, I know. You do your research.
I'm telling you,
I know.
if you can look it up, and it has become a thing. It was one woman that was doing it. She started doing it, and now it's about 10 of them that are certified cuddle specialists that cuddle with people because they have the science to back it up. That when you cuddle, it releases oxytocin, which helps to decrease depression and anxiety. And you could even get your insurance, your EAP, to pay for you to go cuddle.
Girl. And what
how do they deal with the grind? So how do they deal with the grind?
You said what, Rob?
How do they deal with the grind? Because grinding is a part of cuddling.
No, it's not.
What?
No, it's not.
No, it is not.
No, stop.
It is not.
I have cuddled without grinding. I have cuddled without grinding.
You do not have to poke nobody, and you don't have to dry hump nobody to cuddle.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, I think it's crazy that there's a market for it, but I'm not surprised. Listen, they got the OnlyFans going on, and most times you don't even have to get naked. Some of these people are just weirded out. They just want to see you twiddle your fucking toes, and they'll pay for that.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, and I thought about this. There's this company called Sniffer. Okay, it's called Sniffer, and there are people that will pay for you to put on a pair of drawers
and give the drawers
and send the drawers to them.
I heard about that.
And send it to them. And it can be granny panties, and it can be lingerie, it can be any kind, and folks will pay for you to send you your drawers that have been on your ass.
I heard about something like that. Let me switch gears for a minute, right? So everybody knows about the football player Deshaun Watson, right?
Okay, go ahead. Deshaun Watson.
No, I don't know about it. What happened?
Deshaun Watson is a black quarterback that was playing for in the NFL for Texas. The owner said some racial something, and he said, "I don't want to play for y'all no more," right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, 27 females, massage therapists, pop up and said that he had improper behavior with them, about 27 of them. This is right after he said he don't want to play for Texas no more. So the 27 females, they are all massage therapists, and they all said that it was inappropriate the way he approached them in the situation. Now the dude said, "Holmes, I didn't do nothing wrong that I ain't been doing." You know what I mean? So all 27 chicks is on the joint talking about, "Oh my God, I never." In the NFL, there's a bunch of unwritten stuff in the NFL, and superstars get treatment. So even on the streets, you go to massage spot, sometimes they ask you, "Do you want the happy ending?"
Happy ending.
Right. So in the NFL, a lot of time, the happy ending is already in the mix because they NFL players.
Yeah.
So here's a question about, and I use that because I wanted to ask this question. Why is it against the law to ask a female for cooch if you're a celebrity? Because a regular dude can approach a chick any kind of way and say sideways about some coochie, and the chick ain't gonna do nothing. But a dude with some money, a celebrity, an actor, football player, basketball player, if he approach a chick any kind of way asking for some coochie, she want to take him to court.
Yeah, I mean, wicked women are gonna do that. That's the whole part of the game. Like that's the part of it. You're gonna get extorted if you have a lot of money and you're a celebrity, and you got these trashy ass chicks, out there doing that kind of stuff. That's just part. That's what had.
They're not even trashy. These chicks supposed to be regular chicks, but they see a come up.
They're trashy. That's why they're trashy.
If you don't have any integrity, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't care if it's somebody who got a lot of money or if it's a homeless man at the 7-Eleven. Do not approach me about no coochie. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I don't care because all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? And I have a cousin, and he is a massage therapist, and he tells me that there are plenty of women that come into his massage thing and they want him to do stuff that they seen on Instagram, and he's like, "I'm not that type of massage therapist. I'm just not." And he has to protect himself with cameras and all kinds of stuff because of the profession that what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you're in a profession where you are interacting with people and there is and you could possibly be sued, then you have to put in extra precautions because people don't care about your name. They don't care about your reputation. They will drag you through the mud.
The norms for the last 5 years and more have been, if you a celebrity or you got any stature, I don't care if in 10 years you did it 10 years ago, and now you got money now. Chicks is coming out the woodwork like, "Oh my God, he approached me and he pulled this thing out, and oh my God, it's been for the last 5 years. I couldn't live with myself. I couldn't sleep." Yeah, right.
Yeah. I believe it's bullshit, but like I said, it's a part of the. It just comes with the game. It comes with what you know. Just that's what it is. When you're a
And so,
celebrity, and you have money,
so now
you're
the
gonna get
law.
extorted.
So now,
Right.
Mo, the
I mean, you
law
don't even,
now.
that's why people don't even tell you when they won the lottery, because people will come out of the woodwork and want
Yes,
a piece of your check.
Yeah, because I
yes.
They
wouldn't
don't, it
tell
don't ever
nobody a
come up with
damn thing.
anything. They
That's
was just
right.
like, you know what? Back in middle school, he was a bully and he needs to pay for, pain and suffering because he used to bully
PTSD.
me
That's
and
right.
he took my lunch money and he made me feel like trash in 1991, and now I need my cut.
Yeah, that's just what it is. It's a part of the situation.
You gotta be mindful, and you gotta be careful. But a lot of and the thing I dislike about the NFL is that it puts these black men on certain a pedestal, and it makes them pray, because it's just like all you're doing is running a football, and when you can't run that football anymore, you are worthless.
Yeah,
You mean nothing to that association. You mean nothing to the general managers. Nothing. If you get hurt, you get a concussion. You become a liability. That's what they seen as Colin. They seen him as a liability, and they dragged that man.
it
You
They
sure
become
did.
a
drugged that
target.
man.
You become a target for every
Yeah,
thirsty chick in the mix. You become a target, and
you
chicks,
do.
and it's sad that like dude can say what they want about Bill Cosby, but hey, chicks is 50 years old talking about I've been holding this all my life, and
Mm.
now I feel free. I was like, hey, you get the hell, you 50 years old. All of a sudden, now, get out of here.
I thought that was hilarious. And did you see I
Yeah.
think it was the first woman that came out that said that he did it. She looked like somebody's grandfather. I
Yes.
don't know. I don't know
I was like, are
what
you
that
serious?
was.
My thing is, because I work in this profession, I work with women who've been sexually assaulted, and I work with women who are coming out of or still dealing with domestic violence situations. My thing is, just because of the psychological effects. Now, some of them, they do struggle because there is a stigma. There are people who have been raped, there are people who've been molested as children, and they are 50, 60, 80 some years old before they are able to tell their story.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I have to say this, Coach. Now all of a sudden she comes out and starts this Me Too movement, and now 97 bitches is all of a sudden the men in the
Right.
same situation with him.
And my
Come on,
question is,
they were
why
jumping
did
on
you
the
go
gravy
back the
train.
second time? If you thought he did it to you the first time, why did you
That's
go back for the second time?
You was there years and years and years because he had money. You were there for years partying with him. Now all of a sudden you
psychological damage, and it's psychological. It's
oh,
pathological.
come
It,
on,
it,
Coach.
it really is pathological, because
I'm
a
not saying
lot
that
of
it's
women,
not. I
a
totally agree with you.
a lot of women, and they are married to these people. Okay, a lot of women, a lot of men get it confused, and I'm talking about just heterosexual at this point in time. A lot of men get it confused. Just because that's your wife, you have the right to have sex with her whenever you feel like it. Some of these men take, because you are my wife, you're supposed to give up the pussy whenever I ask for it. And some of these women are being raped within their own marriage, because there is a certain thing that says, oh, you're my wife, so this pussy belongs to me,
Well, that's
and
true.
I'm going to take it. So
That's true.
you ask questions like, why, did she go back the second time? Because this is her husband. And then a lot of people beat people over the head with the Bible, and it's just like, well, that's your husband, and you're supposed to do this because this is what love looks like, and this is what love
Yeah,
feels like. And
yeah.
so you ask women why they go back the second time, is because, one, they don't want to be excommunicated from the church. A lot of them do not want to face their family and have to move back into grandma's house and sleep on a plastic couch. If their marriage was to fail, a lot of
Yeah,
them,
one of my couches had plastic all over it. Hot as shit with sometimes. That's
it's
for sure.
hot, and a lot of them Two, they want their children to grow up in a two-parent household, even though that toxic parent is still in there. So it's better. Some women think that it's better to deal with a toxic parent than an absent parent.
I agree that those situations go on, and there is PTSD that happens because women go through trauma and all of that when they're raped. That is a real thing. I do believe that he was slipping, them damn Molly's or whatever it was, Quaaludes or whatever.
Everybody was doing it back then, Mo.
Huh?
Everybody was doing it back then.
Yeah.
But like my grandma said, just because somebody jump in a fire, you gonna jump in there too?
No, but what I'm saying is that I do believe that it happened to some women. And like he said, even the R. Kelly thing, let's not even go there. But they were there for years getting pissed on. He peed on everybody. And now all of a sudden, 89,000 women are coming and doing the Netflix show, talking shit about, oh, he had me tied down, everything. I'm not saying it didn't happen to some of them.
How many people did he pee on?
Yeah.
89,000 women over the years.
It's the truth.
But I have to say, and yes, some of them it really happened to, and then because psychologically, like you said, they stay. It's normalized almost after it's been happening so many years, all of the abuse and bullshit. But most of them bitches jumped on the gravy train.
Right, exactly.
This is and the thing about R. Kelly is a lot deeper, because there was a lot of grooming, and a lot of times when you look at family structures where there is a lot of incest and where there is a lot of molestation and sexual abuse, a lot of the kids are groomed. And a lot of the older kids, they will know, and they will try to protect the younger ones, and they will give up their body. They will sacrifice their body for their cousin or their little sister or their little brother, and because they already know Pop coming in here, and he gonna take somebody, so he might as well go ahead and take him in. So
a lot of happens in the Spanish homes.
Yes, and so even with R. Kelly and all of these other things that even are not publicized, there is a grooming. There's a science, and there is a psychological practice that goes on in these families, where this is what has happened for generations. And then you have siblings that molest each other, and then you have cousins that molest each other, and so you have this whole family thing going on. And so some of it is, you can say that they've heard about certain things, they may not have been touched or molested, but because they've heard about it or because they have lived in that environment, then they say that has happened. But I take nothing away from some of the women that have come forward, because I know how difficult it is to be able to say, I have been molested, this, that, and the third, or whatever. But
even with the R. Kelly thing, though, right? Some of the parents was taking their kids over there, and they knew what was going on.
That was part of the grooming. And some of these parents are sick. A lot of parents that have children should not be parents.
They was taking their kids over there. One chick asked a chick, "Oh, what you doing over here?" She was like, "Oh, my mother done brought me over here because we supposed to be having a party." The chick knew there wasn't no damn party in there.
Yeah.
She knew he wasn't supposed to be in this man's house talking about a party.
That's what I'm saying. They knew what it was. And then when, he peed on 2 or 3 women for real, now everybody else is jumping on it. It's a gravy train.
It was always a big issue, because it should have been stopped when he was a 26-year-old man and he married Aaliyah at 13 or 14 years old.
Yeah.
Her parents should be slapped to sleep, because there was no way, and I don't know how this was able to come into fruition. How can you even marry somebody that is not even of the age of consent?
That's true. Yeah.
So that's my thing, is like, when we see certain patterns and we see certain things, regardless of the relationship, regardless of whatever, when you first see the first red sign, and women, we are really bad about this. We will see a red flag and we will think that it is a fucking carnival, and we want to see all the red flags at all the fucking the fucking rides. We want to go on the Ferris wheel. We want to play basketball games, and we want to go down the water slide. Instead of just saying, you know what, y'all could take my ticket. I've seen enough that I've seen all that I want to see, and get off the ride. But
we see it.
Flag, and then you continue to try to change those red flags to green flags, and then it becomes too late.
I'm gonna run down something real quick to you, because I read this. The dude was doing. He had a little documentary, and he was telling me, like, cat from Harlem. So I'm reading the joint, and this is how he said. He said, "Yo, this was." He said it like this. He said, "This was normal for us. You see a young girl in the neighborhood. She's a little overstacked. As young, you see her, give her $5. Hey, mom, what's going on? Give her $10. What's going on? You ain't pushing up on them, but every time you see her, give her $10, $20. Pair of sneakers may be in your trunk, you pass it off. And this is as time is going on. $20 turn to $40, $40 turn to $50. Like, hey, she come get you a hug in here and there, do whatever like that. Now shorty 15. Shorty 15 busting out the seams. And now these old cats is slaying the chick. Now, the chick ain't telling nobody, because this nigga been giving her money for like 3-4 years. She was still in her pocket, going to school, whatever. And like, he's my man to do it on the book. Said, like, he said, yo, he said, in Harlem, this happen all the time. Young girls all the time.
It's this. It happens all the time. It doesn't mean that it's right, because no, even when you in high school, you had, you in 9th grade, you got somebody who graduated last year still coming up to the high school, picking up the little girl or whatever in his car or whatever, and then he may go get her some Chick-fil-A, or he's walking around the mall holding hands. You are still 20 years old messing with a 13-year-old. There's nothing appropriate about that situation. Nothing. People should be able to stop people. A principal, like, listen, you graduated last year. Why are you up here?
Yeah, but the principal and all that and do that, and then he'll pull around the corner, and shorty gonna meet him around the corner.
Yeah.
And then once again, you have to plant these seeds. You got to let people know, especially young girls, know their worth. You got young girls around here, they think they're ugly, they think they're unattractive, and they make desperate decisions based off the simple fact that they feel like they ain't worth nothing.
$2 will make you feel like you a queen.
And especially if you come from nothing. If you got a poverty mindset.
Yep.
If you grew up on, and there's nothing wrong with HUD, Section 8, none of it. But if that has been your life, and you've seen your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your mama, and everybody else struggle to take care of you, and then you don't want to feel like a burden to your own mother to be able to, you ask her for $3 for lunch, and she said, baby, I ain't got it. You're going to have to pay for yourself. And then there's Rico.
You don't say nothing when you cut through the backyard.
Or
when you cut through the backyard and you pass by old man's house and you go up in there and touch him a little bit, and he give you a couple dollars, and you take the money and go head home.
Doesn't make it right. And that's a desperate situation. And it's an attack on children's innocence, because it's not just women. I know I have a couple of boys that I used to counsel when I was working in the school, and they was touching their grandfather.
Or the grandfather was touching them, or they was touching the grandfather.
The grandfather would make him. He would set it up as a game. Ooh. This is a game, and we just gonna keep this a secret between us.
And that's what they say.
And then you got the two little boys. They don't know no different until they get to school, and they can't stop touching themselves. And then they send them to me, and then I start asking questions and having them drawing pictures and stuff. And then I gotta be the one to make it a report.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's an attack on the kids' innocence. From R. Kelly to anybody that preys on little kids, they need to be castrated. Period. And they parents need to be held accountable, because anytime that you are the parent and something happens on your watch, they are quick to bring, and this only happens with Black people, I've noticed. Anything that happens up at their schoolhouse, the Black parents is like, what kind of raising are you doing? And what's going on with your children? But palm colored people can shoot up a whole school and nobody says anything to their parents.
Nobody.
There is nothing to them.
Nothing.
They have unalived about 20,000 people in the last 20 years for mass school shootings, and nobody puts the parents on center stage like they do Black parents.
That's right.
If your child goes to school and their hair is uncombed for 3 or more days, they making a report.
Yep.
That's right.
They sure are.
Nah, we're in a bad situation, man. Like, we're in a bad situation, and that's one of the main things that gotta be addressed, or how we treating these babies, how these babies are being treated, and how we're raising them. You know what I mean? Because in them households, like, it's like no holds bars when you having conversations, and you know, and I'm gonna get rebuttal for this, but your daughters ain't your friends; they're your daughters.
Yep.
And your son
Stop laying. Hold on. Stop laying all that heavy stuff on your daughter.
On your daughter.
She's not your friend. She's your daughter.
I agree.
You ain't got nobody else to talk to. So you laying all that heavy pain on her about your interactions with men on your daughter. She ain't ready for that.
I agree with that.
She's not ready for that. And you laying it on her.
You stunted growth doing that.
You're abused and you're hurt that you did for this guy, and now you messing with this guy, and your daughter's in the room, and you just pouring it in on her.
Yep.
She's your daughter, not your friend. Because now you don't cross the line now on daughter and friend, and now you can't get that back.
I mean, you can, but it's gonna take some work, and it all boils down to boundaries. Period. A lot of us did not have good boundaries growing up, and some of us are still struggling with setting good boundaries for our personal and professional relationships. And so with parenting, that is the number one key thing: consistency and boundaries. Kids respond to consistency. If you set a rule, you better keep that rule. If you promise anything to a child, you better keep it, because baby, they will be 45 and they will remember when you said that you was gonna have ice cream on a Thursday night and you didn't give it to them. Baby, they will hold on to that. That you didn't keep your promise to them. And so then they start seeking out relationships, people that are going to validate them and give them ice cream.
I was say, give them ice cream.
And give them ice cream, and then they never completely thrive. They always are in survival mode. And then when you get, especially, it's boys and girls, but especially young daughters, you know, allow them to be kids. Period. Because a lot of times we will say, you know, there was this video on TikTok, and this young girl, she was maybe 9. She had a younger sister, was probably 3 years younger than her, and she had a little brother. She was toting that little boy around, feeding him. The mother was, you know, made a video talking about, you know, look at little mama. She's not a little mama. She's not.
Crazy.
We put so much on these girls to grow up so fast and start taking care of people that she didn't get half the night. That's her brother. That's not her child.
It's not her child. So stay your ass home and take care of your kids and stop having your kids raise your kids.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I just, I have job security. Because there's always something for me to do as a
That's
social
the
worker.
truth. It's
I mean, there's always something
always
to do.
somebody that needs some mental health and assistance.
There's always
You are
somebody
never gonna be out of a job.
ever. Because and then you have these young boys that don't have, they are glorified because some mothers, they will baby the hell out of and coddle their sons, and they give their daughters hell. I
Yeah.
mean absolute hell. And so then you send these boys out, and then the boys are looking for their mama because
And
Right.
their mother done coddled them and made sure that they had everything they need, and then they run up on Rakisha, and Rakisha's like, you gonna iron up in here, and you gonna
yeah,
wash the dishes, you gonna unload this dishwasher, and he's like, I didn't do
yep,
that when he was growing up.
yep.
That's crazy. It's not a game. Like we really got a lot of straightening to do in the household. From
Like
the
Amigo
top
said,
down.
don't nothing be straight but straightening. That's
A
it.
lot of straightening got to do in the household from the top down. And that's why when we're talking about, who's wearing the pants in the house? Usually the father is the disciplinary in the house. More than so the mother, the father's usually the disciplinary. You know what I
Sometimes,
mean?
sometimes, because sometimes
Right.
I've heard of the man being a punk and being a softie, and
Right.
I've experienced that in my second marriage. He just didn't believe in spanking, and I didn't have to do a whole lot of spanking because when they were young, and it like my grandson, he like tries me with
Right.
that trying to pop me. He'll look right at me and just pop the hell out of me. And I tapped that leg. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't have to do a lot of spanking, but my husband just refused to like correct and because he didn't want to, be harsh. So that's what I said. Sometimes the man is the punk, and sometimes the mother got to be like, I'm about to beat your ass. See what I'm saying? So that whole who wears the pants thing, it's not always, you know what I mean, the man, wearing the pants. Sometimes I gotta put some pants on and fucking overalls in order to be able to run the goddamn house and
And it's suspenders.
keep
And I give you an example. Last week, I presided over a marriage, okay, and it was kids everywhere. And Monique tell you, anytime there's kids, I'm with the kids. I'm with the kids.
Mhm.
I'll make sure the kids is cool. And my godson was ripping and running, and he was falling out because he had to wait to get a piece of cake. His mama had told him, he's not getting no cake until you eat your sandwich, okay? And he was falling out everywhere. And mind you, there was, I say about 12 men there. None of them said nothing. Not nothing. This kid is running, falling out in the dirt, picking up sticks, throwing them, just having. And I said, "Hey, little boy, come here to me."
Come
I
here to me.
said, if you pick up another stick and you fall out one more time, it's gonna be me and you. And you want to cut a fool? I will show you who's gonna be the bigger fool out here if you fall out one more time.
And he didn't do another thing, did he?
But I'm gonna tell you something, right?
He didn't do nothing, and all of the men was like,
Nah, I'm gonna tell you something.
all the men was
Because
like,
females is touchy about their kids, right? I'm gonna tell you. So, this is a fact. I'm a certain same kind of situation. Little kid acting crazy. I'm like this. Hey, little kid, look.
That me and Coach were talking about the
She's like, don't yell at him like that. He ain't used to no man being around. Don't
and
yell
that's
at him
the
like
problem.
that. I said you better get used to a man talking to him like that, so he know what it is. So don't go over and doing nothing. The little boy was looking at me like,
and me and Coach was saying the same thing. Children, babies from a baby, and my grandson does it with my son because my youngest son, is still in the house, and my grandson and his mom lives with me. So when he get to cutting up, all I just be like, Josiah, And if I do that, the baby be like, "Oh shit, I'm about to hear a man's voice, and it's about to traumatize me." All you have to do is talk. You don't even have to and then you get to a point where you just look at them because they respond differently to a man. So that in that sense,
what I'm saying though is like, with some women don't like a man to chastise their kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it goes back to a woman not valuing the male counterpart, because I'm not going. If you don't have any value, or if you don't invest in the male counterpart, if you think that all men ain't shit and they dogs, why would you want an ain't shit dog man talking to your child? So it has a lot to do with the woman's psyche and what she sees the value in the man, because if she doesn't see the value in the man, then she's gonna speak up and say, you know what, I don't want such and such talking to, my child. Now, with my sister, all her boys are in team sports, all of them, and all she has to do is call their coach and be like, you know what, I told him to fold these clothes up, he need to fold the clothes up. And the coach said, you know what, he gonna run when I see him at practice tomorrow. I'm gonna run him. And baby, you would act like that you have hurt their feelings, because baby, ain't nothing like running at 99-degree heat and the heat index is 110 and you got on all your football gear. It takes them. I can yell and scream at them all day long, and I try not to, because sometimes they just take me there. Mm-hmm. But all I have to do is say, you know what, I'm not doing this with you. You'll run, or you will do better calls or do something. But if you threaten to take them off that team,
my pops tell them, if you don't want your child chastised, don't bring them over to this house.
Mm-hmm.
If you bring them in this house, they may get the strap. If you bring them in this house,
that's exactly what I got popped with, the strap.
They cut up in here.
Yeah,
they gonna get it.
And that's what I always say.
And you can tell who you want to tell.
Yeah. And I tell people, that's my disclaimer. I'll beat your kids. If they're disrespectful, I really don't like to have to hit kids, because I believe that, especially at a certain age, they should have the understanding that, when I talk to you and I tell you what it is, I don't expect to see that kind of behavior. But if you cut up and being disrespectful, I will pop you in your mouth. I'll pop you. But I make a disclaimer when you sending them to me and they get out of order, they're gonna get the strap.
Yeah, you could tell your mama, your uncle, your cousin,
whoever you want to tell.
If you let me tell you something. My mama in the car, she in the backseat of the car. I got the young boy in the car with me. Like, I got certain music. I don't even play in the car when my mother's in the car. I'm right, and the kid talking. Ain't no cursing in the car while my mama in the car. If you feel you can't hold your tongue, don't get in the car if my mama in the car. And she, she curse whatever. She hear people curse whatever like that. But I got my respect level for my mother is always going to be 20.
Yeah.
So what I look like letting you curse in the car with my mom, because I wouldn't curse around your mama.
Yeah.
I don't care if you curse around your mother.
Yeah.
I'm not going to curse talking to your mother.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? So, but these kids, they cursing. I don't care who in the room.
Yeah.
They cursing like sailors. At 8, 9, 10 years old, they cursing like sailors.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going for it.
Yeah.
But
that whole pants in the house thing, and the man wears the pants, and that's that was like my grandmother's generation and all of that, and she told me something, and it makes sense to me in that kind of situation, because she said to me, my grandfather, I guess I don't know, wore the pants. Like I said, that in that time, that's just what it was. And she said, that's fine. If you want to make him, if he thinks that, you want to make him think that. Make him think that, that's fine, just to keep it cool. But she said, he's the head. No, she said, yeah, she said, he's the head. And that's fine if he wants to be the head. But I'm going to be the neck, because the neck turned the head wherever the fuck you wanted to go. And I always remember that. Go ahead and let him think that he wears the pants. But I'm the neck. I'm the neck. He can be the head, but I'm gonna be the neck.
He do wear the pants, but he know that the machine ain't gonna run without his wife being there. Machine just not
Absolutely,
gonna
because
run.
he should wear the pants, but the woman controls the zipper. I don't understand what this is an issue.
Because women today is trying to take the pants off the man.
But let me just ask you this: for some
They
people,
want him to wear spandex.
for some people,
Well, they got on hoochie daddy shorts. Some of these are tomboys. Tom girls. I don't know.
Okay. But let me ask this though, just to be devil's advocate, because I always like to help people to think critically and look on the other side. What is wearing the pants? What does that mean to y'all? Wearing the pants. What do you do when you wear the pants?
You the man. You are every and I ain't no Stone Age nothing, but I don't care what household you go to. If there's a man and a woman in the household, if a man and a woman live in a household together, right? It's just certain protocols that you know that's gonna go on because this man lives in a house. Like there's a respect level that you gotta give because this man lives in this house with this woman. He's the man of the house. I don't care how much money she make. Okay. He's still the man of the house. He's going to protect the house. He's going to maintain what he got to do. He's going to do certain things because as a man, you know that that's your job.
Okay.
That's your job.
Pentecostal fingers have been risen. So
that should never change.
Oh, so is there a difference between being a man of the house?
If somebody rings the doorbell, the man should go answer the door.
Because of protection, that's what you're saying.
Exactly. The man should go, not your daughter run to the door, the kids run to the door. If there's a man in the house, he should go answer the door because anybody could be coming to the door.
Yeah, I get that.
The man should go, and ain't taking nothing from the woman. But if the man is there, the man should get off his ass and go answer the door.
Coach. Okay. So what I'm hearing you saying, because I like to mirror it back just to get understanding and clarity. You're saying that wearing the pants means that you have a responsibility to the family in the house, and wearing those pants comes with a particular role that you're supposed to play
1,000%
in terms of respect, in terms of getting respect or giving respect. What do you mean by that?
You gotta give it to get it. You gotta give respect to get it.
Okay, that makes sense. And also that you're the provider and the protector of the home. That's your pants that you wear.
Yes.
Got it. Coach put her finger up. I'm thinking she disagrees because that's usually a disagreement.
My thing is, I want clarity. Is there a difference between being the man of the house and the head of the house? Because those are two different things.
The man is the head of the house.
So, okay, according to biblical terms, because just because you are the man of the house doesn't mean that you're the head of the house.
I can't see how is that different? If you're the man of the house, you're the head of the house. The woman can't. If there's a man in the house, the woman can't be the head of the house. If there's a man in the house, then he shouldn't be there. Let me tell you this. This is how I live. Let me tell you this. If I'm messing with a female, right, and I'm paying bills in the house and we living together, another man can't be in the house if I'm not home. I don't care who he is. That's a fact. If I'm living with a woman and I'm paying bills in that house, another man can't be in that house if I'm not there.
So you're living with her and she's not living with you. So if her name is on the lease or the deed and you move in with her, you're still the head of the house?
If I'm moving with her, I'm not living for free. I'm paying bills in the house. And I automatically take my role as head of the house because I'm an alpha. So I automatically take my role. I don't take over the house, but I take my role as the man of the house.
And you're saying you play the position as the man, regardless whether.
Regardless.
Okay.
And if I'm coming out my pocket, I'm paying rent, I'm putting food on the refrigerator, and I'm paying bills in the house, I better not pull up on your baby daddy coming out the house. Never. It's a problem. It's a problem.
So the baby daddy can't come visit the kid?
Hell no. If I'm not home, because for me, y'all just got finished fucking.
I'm about to say, what are you, Coach laid back?
No way. No way.
So basically what you're saying is that you're insecure.
It's not being insecure. That's securing your hot ass. It's securing your hot ass.
Wait. Hold on. Let me just ask you a question.
It's
securing her hot ass?
Yes, because
why is she hot?
Let me tell you something. This is just a fact. And like
you've been traumatized, Ron.
For me,
it's situations happening. What I'm hearing.
Listen, for me, it will never change. If me and a woman is together and we living together, I'm paying bills in the house, whatever like that. Your baby daddy want to come over to the house, you better let me know. Because if I pull up in the house coming from work and he's coming out the front door, you might as well go with him, or I'm going to go pack my stuff and I'm leaving. We not playing that. Ain't no man in the house if I'm not there.
Okay.
What about my dad? And what about my uncle?
Well, your father's a different story.
Because he don't think you humping and grinding with your dad, so that's different.
Exactly.
You only hot for your baby daddy.
And let me tell you something. And if you don't go talk to your baby daddy and let him know I'm dealing with a man, this is how he's moving. So if you want to see your child or your daughter, please call or XYZ. And if he don't like that, I'll go talk to him for you.
Okay, so that's how you gonna run your house. That's fine.
Because I know niggas.
So you know
how
women,
niggas
so you
move.
said she was hot, and now you're saying you know niggas. So
I know how niggas move.
Okay.
So to secure her from being in a compromising position, because she may not be her. He may approach her. He may try to, he may try to get a funny move.
And her uncle might do the same damn thing. Her uncle might do the same damn thing. So how we gotta get him
and that's why he can't come neither.
You just said that
I said your father. Your father's a different story. I'm not gonna stop your father from coming over. That's your father.
But she said her uncle and her dad, and you said that's a different.
It get touchy, but you know what I mean. Call my phone. Let me know. My father and my brother's.
You don't think that's controlling?
I think it's goddamn controlling.
You can call it what you want to call it. I'm secure in my house.
It sounds controlling to me.
I'm secure in my house.
I don't really know if you have too much of a household, if you ain't got trust with your wife or your girlfriend. I don't know how much of a home you got.
This is a fact. I seen this. This was a fact. The chick had her cousin coming over to stay out because he had no place to go. She let the niggas. She told the husband, or told the boyfriend, the husband that she was living with, it's my cousin. He gonna get on his feet, blase, blase, blase. He gonna get his shit together. He gonna get out. He's gonna get for a little while. Lo and behold, it wasn't the cousin. The nigga was fucking her.
Okay, it happens.
And the nigga going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, and this nigga home popping the chick off because he believed her and said that it was the cousin. Until the neighbor told him, I think you better double back and go up in there because something else going up in there. Ain't no family frolics. He went in there and caught them in the situation. These situations happen so that they don't happen, so that it don't get sideways, because baby daddies be funny like that. Baby daddies be territorial like that. They want to call all of a sudden. Now she got a man. You want to call 3 a.m. You want to call 1 a.m. I want to see my daughter. Nigga, it's 12 o'clock. Nigga, tomorrow's another day. Get out of here. You pulling up. If we not doing none of that. That's how a lot of men are. And Mo, you know that. You know that's a fact. How many of your friends you know that soon as she get a guy and she start feeling good about herself, here come the baby daddy. He want to pop up. Now he want to come over and be a baby daddy. Go ahead, go ahead.
Go ahead, Coach.
My question is, what if she doesn't have any baby daddy issues? Does these rules still apply to any exes? Like,
Ex definitely can't come over. He can't come over if I'm not there. He can't. He shouldn't be trying to come over. Period. What is your ex coming over? You with me now? What is he coming over to the house for?
what if you are still good friends with your ex?
Be a good friend at Starbucks. I don't want to see your ex sliding up in the house for what? You be a good friend at Starbucks. How about that?
We do a lot of things at Starbucks.
So you have
I'm
to
just saying.
What am I having conversations with your ex for? I ain't cool with him.
You saying why should he have conversations with the ex?
I said, what am I having conversations with your ex for? Ain't my friend.
Okay.
Why is he coming by the house?
But if you've been friends, I'm just playing devil's advocate here because I don't have any baby daddies. I don't subscribe to that. So my thing is, and I'm just asking, like, if you are still friends with an ex, and this goes both ways, because if your ex is still calling your phone or this, that, and the third, this goes back to the question: can men and women be platonic friends
after they have had a sexual relationship, or you just need period?
I believe that they could be platonic friends, but if your woman feels insecure about another female that you got around like that, you need to cut it off because you want to keep your home happy. You want to keep your woman happy.
I agree with that.
You want to always keep her at a respect level above everybody else. So if she feels uncomfortable with homegirl around, then homegirl, I'm sorry, can't come around because my chick ain't really feeling the situation like that.
Now I have to agree with that. And Coach and I talked about it. We talk about every goddamn thing for the show. We talk all the time, and we talked about that. And I have had that issue because he done let everybody see his penis. Okay, so I have been in a room. You know what I'm saying? Because it was hooked up through the family, like he was messing with his niece's friends and what have you. And so at the big barbecues and the get-togethers, the niece is gonna bring her friends, right? And he gonna be there at the barbecue with me. The family gonna be there, and I had to sit there with 5 women that had saw his penis. I had to sit there and know that this is what was going on with them and all the stuff that's going through my head. So I do agree with you with that. Why are y'all still? Why? And it wasn't even like they was hanging out. They was just there. They just happened to be there. So I'm definitely with you on that train saying that shit. Why y'all still?
And I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify early, so we're not confused about the conversation. No men in the crib, around the crib, if I'm not home. Exes not at all. You want to talk to him, whatever, you better do it somewhere else. Not here.
So she's allowed to do it. She's allowed to do it. Talk to her ex and have a relationship with her ex, but just not at the house. Not at this house. But they can still fraternize and have. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna be like, you can't have no friends. I'm not gonna do that because maybe y'all really was really tight like that. You know what I mean? Y'all might have had a good thing and it didn't work out and now you moved on. Cool. I don't know, whatever like that. But my man, the new sheriff. It's not the crib. It's a new sheriff in town, my man. Because you wear the pants. She's mine now. We're not sharing. She's mine now. You own her? And if I feel like we're sharing, she belongs to you. She's not property, but she's mine. That's my woman. That's my woman now. I'm her man, and she's my woman. So if I feel like something's going on, I'm gonna tell her, I think you need to end that. Spend a little bit too much time with Freddie. I think you need to end that. Freddie. I don't like how that's going on. Put some distance in that. And if you got a problem putting distance with that, that means you is doing something. Maybe she just doesn't want to be controlled and told what to do.
No, I'm your man. And if you told me I don't like how so-and-so is always calling your phone all the time, then I'm going to say, listen, you need to ease up on this phone because you're making my lady a little uncomfortable.
So what if I say that about your mama?
Huh?
What if I tell you to stop talking to your mama? Because some of these mamas is messy. Well, if I say, you know what, you need to pull back, you need to take the titty out your mouth, I
think we're gonna have a problem because
okay, all right.
That's my mama. That's
some double standard shit we dealing with now.
No, that's my mama.
Because some women and some mamas have a real fucked up conception of what the relationship should be with her son.
If my mama is disrespectful to my wife, I'm gonna check my mama. That's my wife.
Okay,
that's my wife.
You should, and as you should.
That's my
but
wife.
What I'm saying is, if you had a messy ass mama, like look at Jim Jones and his mother. She teaching him how to French kiss and all that crazy.
No,
we're
not with all that.
No. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's how it could be. So if your mama was messy in whatever way she was messy, and I felt like, nah, we're not doing this because she's disrespectful all the time.
Right.
Even when you check her, she's still disrespectful. Whatever she's doing, that's not correct and right and exact. You not gonna cut that off.
I'm gonna put some space on it.
Yeah, you would put some space on it.
I'm gonna put some space on it.
Just like you was okay. Well, that's fair because you just said that you're not going to tell your girlfriend to end a relationship with her male friend or her ex or whatever, and it's just put space, right?
Put some space. Let me tell you.
Okay, so that's fair. You would do the same thing with your mother. It's not a double standard. That's fair.
No. As hard as I am with the situation, I'm not gonna. It gotta go both ways or it won't work. If it don't go both ways, it won't work. If she say, listen, you know, you and so-and-so be a little bit, you know, and if I introduce y'all, this is so-and-so, blase, da, da. Now, if she feel I don't really like her, then I'm going to put some distance in it because I'm with you now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm
with you now.
You're supposed to, out of respect.
I got to show you respect. If I'm saying I love you and you with me together and I believe in you, then you number one in my book over everybody.
Yeah. I
expect the same. If we sitting down eating at a restaurant and a nigga walk up and say something to you, hi, how you doing? And walk away and you don't say, this is my man right here. You ain't. I don't like that. That's disrespectful. Nigga ain't come kiss you on the cheek and just walk away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You immediately supposed to say, ain't, you know, no. This is a big old gorilla right here. We're not gonna we gotta address the elephant in the room. They're like, hey, how you doing? This is my guy right here. This is Raheem. And Raheem, this is Donald. Donald, this is Raheem. And you know how y'all doing? Okay, cool. You don't like that? Nigga, get to stepping.
Donald. That's another good one. So, okay.
And same thing if I'm sitting with you and we eating and Crystal walk up to the table like, hey, Ra. Like, hey, how you doing, Crystal? This is Mo. Mo, this is Crystal. How you doing? Everything cool? All right. This is my lady.
Oh, yeah. You're supposed to do that. I agree.
This is my friend. This is my lady.
Yeah. This ain't just Mo. This is my lady.
This is my lady. Yeah. If you just a friend, I ain't doing that. If you just a friend, I may not do that. Because you're just a friend. Like, hey, what's up? Okay, cool. See you later. But if you my lady,
okay. So if you flew the girl out and you taking her out to dinner, okay, and you flew her out and she's sitting there at dinner. So how you introduce the girl that you just flew out in hopes of getting some poo nanny later on? So you wouldn't introduce the girl that you flew out?
Introduce her to who?
If Crystal come by.
I'm not taking it to no place where Crystal might pop up.
So you does because sometimes people pop up in a whole different state and they be like, oh shoot, I know that so and so from New York or whatever. And she comes over. What's Joyce saying? How you gonna introduce her?
Crystal, I'm not introducing her. Crystal pop up. I'm like, hey, what up? You good? All right. I'm back to my conversation. I'm on it. You gotta know how to cut it short because I'm not pushing up on Shorty I'm not pushing up Shorty to be my girl. This is some knockoff. I'm trying to just knock it out. I'm not trying to introduce her to.
And so you expect somebody that you just gonna slap sandals with, and that
I'm not trying to introduce her to nobody because I may not know her. I may not know her next week.
Oh, really?
I may not know her next week.
You expect this woman to give you a sacred part of her, and you think she a nobody?
That's what she does.
Oh,
she gives up her sacred parts for money.
Joy, I have to say I agree. That's how she treats her sacred part, and it's
That's
not sacred at that
treats her
point.
sacred part.
If she's on Instagram,
yes.
If that's her dating site,
yes.
Okay, and she's naked and she's popping it and dropping it, and she got her bikini on, and she all that ass hanging out. She's not. It ain't sacred no more.
How many niggas she showed her sacred parts to?
What'd you say?
You don't know how many niggas she showed her sacred parts to? 4 or 5 of them may be in the room.
Okay.
They may be in the crowd.
Yeah. All I'm saying is even if that is still her job, if you look at the movie Pretty Woman, okay, even though she was a sex worker, okay, he still had enough respect for her. He did not treat her.
He was trying to bag her because he was trying to bag on Pretty Woman. He wasn't trying to slut her out. He was trying to bag her.
That's what she's saying. He found something in her that made him fall in love with her.
Right,
and
exactly.
Treat her like a woman.
Right. I'm ice cold to Shirley. I just want to knock her boots. That's it.
And slap sandals.
Slap sandals. That's it. See you later. I'm deleting her number once she get on the airplane.
Goodbye, Ra. I'm sick of you.
I don't even want to know that shit. I don't even care if the plane landed. I'm deleting as soon as she get on the joint, I'm deleting the number.
She presented herself that way, Coach. You have to agree.
That's it. That's it.
No.
But I'm gonna go back because I like to flip back and forth when I hear shit.
Yeah.
But because she presented herself like that. But when you fly her in and she don't give you no punani and she just cuddles,
that's what I'm saying,
lays across the bottom of the bed, you still gonna drop her ass off and delete her number.
I'm not even staying in the room.
If
she come back to the room and we already made it clear that this is supposed to go down and it don't go down, I'm not even staying in the room.
If it go down, you still whatever. You're not gonna stay in the room, but you're gonna drop her ass off at the airport and be mad. Either way, you're gonna treat her like shit.
If it goes
that's
down,
what I'm trying to say.
But if it goes down, we cool.
If it goes down, we cool. But you said you still gonna drop ass over the airport, and y'all ain't never gonna.
Because I don't care about her. That was for the hit. That was just for the hit.
Man, I swear.
I'm not in love with her. It's just for the hit.
Okay.
That's why she came.
Okay.
She came for the hit. That's it. I didn't try to make her my girl. I don't want her to be my girl. You're a slut. What I want you to be my girl for?
Crystal Nixon.
You're a slut. Why would I want you to be my girl? I know you're getting popped off every week by a different dude.
But you just said 3 shows ago that you're not feeling ready to take any woman serious unless she's giving you some sexual healing.
No, you're wrong. But I went at her. I went at her online because I knew she was a hoe.
That's a date.
That's why
listen,
I went
you're
at
not
her.
going to have my blood pressure high, Ra.
Mo, could you explain to her, Mo? Mo, explain to her.
No, because the first, I think it was either the first or the second show that I was on, and we were talking about, okay, how long you date somebody and how long before you entertain somebody before you
But
give
Coach,
up.
I'm not dating her, Coach. I seen her on
He's
OnlyFans.
slapping sandals.
I
Okay,
seen her on OnlyFans.
okay, so you slapping sandals. Even if you slapping, okay, you
One
slap
time.
sandals.
I don't want it twice. I don't want it twice. I just want it one time.
I don't want you to be the man with the pants on in my damn household.
I
As
only want
Anthony,
it one time.
with
Mo,
that mentality,
Mo, I
I'm
don't want it.
good.
I
put
don't
the
want to
pants
hit
on,
it again.
and you wear the goddamn skirt, acting like that.
Mo, I don't want to hit it again. I hit it one time. She's back on the plane, gone.
I agree that she presented herself like that, so she
Okay,
put
so
herself
what is
out
the
like that. To be
difference?
treated
What
like
is the
that.
what is the
That's right.
difference?
But why would you treat somebody like that? You can't have the point.
Because she wanted to be treated like that.
So you take advantage of somebody that has an immature mindset and that doesn't value herself. You take advantage.
Absolutely.
You
Let
are
me tell you
Absolutely.
something.
And
Let me
you
tell
Bill
y'all ladies
Cosby
something, right?
mixed together.
Let me tell y'all ladies something, right? The dude that comes to you like, hey, princess, how you feel, queen? And what's going on? You be looking at him like, oh, please. The other nigga that coming to you like, what's up, mom? What's good? You be looking like, you laughing.
Yeah.
You are lying. The truth ain't
That's
in
the
you.
truth.
It's
the
not.
truth.
It's not
It's
because
the
I
truth.
think the
All
niggas,
women
the
want a
niggas
bad
that
boy.
hate help you. I'm not
Not
talking.
all women.
Majority of chicks want anything south of 30 want a bad boy.
I'm north of 30. Really, really up north
I'm
of 30.
talking about,
And I still like a bad boy. I ain't gonna lie.
And I have to get on her ass about that stupid shit. My thing, listen, my blood pressure is not going to get up.
Mo been around gangsters all her life. Mo been around bad boys all her life. She don't know nothing else.
I don't, and I don't want to. I don't, but I don't allow them to slut me out. I'm still a queen.
No, because you ain't a slut.
Yeah.
My question.
You present yourself that way, you're gonna get treated that way, coach.
That's right.
This is my thing.
But at the same time, you taking advantage of the weak, Ra. You're taking advantage of the weak.
How am I taking advantage of somebody who's already that's what they do?
Because you should have some integrity.
So how is it different from a woman who said that she already knew what he was and she asked you for a couple of stacks? How is that different when she do the same thing to you?
So just clear me up for real quick. Clear me up real quick. So if I see a hoe, and I know she a hoe, I know this chick is a hoe. Excuse me, could you come in for a second? And she lean her ass in my window, and I say, how much? She say $150. I say, get in the back seat. I dog her.
You ain't getting up. You ain't getting me to lick you in your ear for $150.
I dog her. I tighten her up. I drop her back off, and I keep it pushing. Did I take advantage of her?
Absolutely.
She's a hoe.
Okay, but you should have some integrity with yourself, not to commingle and fucking fraternize with somebody that you know has a problem. Because if she out there selling pussy, she got a problem.
You better take it easy, Dr. Phil. Hell out of here,
Come on, let's be honest. She's weak. And she has issues because I said in the beginning of the show, there's other ways to make money. I don't give a damn. My mortgage is sky goddamn high. But I be goddamn if I go out there and lick your ear for $150.
So I see a chick on OnlyFans clapping cheeks. And I hit OnlyFans and say, yo, what's up? I got 300 for the night. Can I come get you? And
you're taking advantage. You're taking advantage.
She say yes. Come on.
You're taking advantage of somebody that
way. She don't feel that way. She got the $300.
Of course she doesn't. She don't even know she's weak and out of her damn mind. But you know she is.
I got OnlyFans too, and I'm only reading Bible scriptures.
You lying, Coach.
And nobody's on your OnlyFans page neither.
Nobody's
on there at all.
But it's not Bible scripture.
Nobody's on your OnlyFans page.
I do listen for real. Now I do got some pretty ass feet, and I do get some. I have some subscribers that looks at my toes. That's
you really got only
taking advantage. taking advantage. She's taking advantage.
How am I taking advantage?
Because you get paid for your toes. You're taking advantage of weak-minded men, that weak for feet, and you taking advantage, and you know they weak for feet, and you taking advantage. Ah!
He solidified his statement. Ah!
Listen, I'm not showing no ass. I'm not.
They don't want to see no ass. They want to see
I'm
feet.
not giving. No, this is the thing. So listen, I've always had pretty feet, and I've always had men to be like, you know, I will pay for you to get your feet done. Why wouldn't I capitalize on that?
You be getting.
That's the same thing as a prostitute that got a pretty pussy.
Thank you, Mo.
That got a pretty pussy. It's no different. She's capitalizing up our pretty pussy just like he's capitalizing up your pretty pussy.
So, like I'm saying, if I was in Ross, this was probably about 2 years ago. In Ross, man walks up to me and was just like, "Got some really nice feet," and I was like, "Well, thank you, sir." Out of nowhere, he gives me $100 and was just like, "This is for your feet." So was I supposed to be like, "No, sir"?
No, you take it,
money. Yes, you was. You supposed to say. You supposed to say. You supposed to say no, thank no, no, thank no. You supposed to be respectable.
Heaven's toes.
You supposed to be. You know what you became.
Don't pay for heaven's toes.
You know what you became right there. Right there, you know what you became.
A toe prostitute.
You became a prostitute right there.
A toe prostitute.
Because I get paid for my hands and I get paid for my feet.
Because a man gave you money for pleasure, and you gave him pleasure by letting him see your feet.
I was in Rome, and I was in the
you became.
And you know that section. That gave you the goal. It gave you the goal and the gumption to get on OnlyFans and make an OnlyFans page so people can pay for your toes.
You're a slore. You're a slore, coach.
Why?
You're a slore.
A toe slore.
That's different because this is the thing.
What's the difference?
You go and pay somebody on the corner. These are my God-given feet. God-given.
And that's a God-given pussy.
And I don't see nothing wrong with that. I mean, y'all making a big difference between somebody who gets. My thing is, if you're not going to be honest and upfront, if you pay for, I don't care. Now, $150 is a little low. Now, if you're paying $500 and above, okay, fine. $150, you're not gonna get. You can't even get conversation for $150.
No dollar amount. Listen, coach. Now we know your secret, coach. Now we
What's
know.
my secret?
Huh?
What's my secret?
You're a slore.
No, I'm not.
Now we know.
Toe slore.
Now we know. That's why you have. That's where you get all. You got many. We gonna get it. We gonna pull the skin back on you because you got a lot of layers. You got a lot of layers. We got a lot of layers. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about the low neckline when you be on OnlyFans and your low neckline with your cleavage showing. We're going to talk about all that. We're going to pull the skin back on you, coach.
I don't do that. The only thing you're going to see on my OnlyFans is my feet and sometimes my hands. That's the
now
only
we adding the hands. She's selling her hands now.
She's
a hand and toe
to see because
you put that voice on too.
Listen, Linda.
Mo, and she put that voice on too. Do you like the way that they look? You like my feet?
No. This is the thing.
You are selling sensuality.
Yes.
This is the thing, and there's nothing. Just like the lady that was cuddling, I don't see anything wrong with cuddling.
You don't see anything wrong with that, but you see something wrong with the prostitute selling her sensuality.
I don't see nothing wrong with I didn't see anything wrong with the prostitute.
You did.
No,
you did. In the beginning of the show, you said the pole dancer wasn't bad, but you said the pussy worker was bad.
The pole dancer is not bad, and I didn't say the pussy popper wasn't bad. The thing is what you going to pay. My thing is the value of the woman. That was my whole thing. The value of the woman.
We both said that Rob was wrong for taking advantage of the pussy popper. We did say
right.
that.
That's
you
right.
did. We're gonna run it back tomorrow. We're gonna look at the video.
Run it back.
And then next week we're gonna get your ass.
Yo,
listen to me.
It's time to go. It's time to go. It's 11 o'clock. It's time to go.
No, and you got all the time. You always want to cut somebody off when they're trying to make a point. Just like you talking about, can you turn a prostitute into a housewife? We're going to see next week.
Coach, we on the hot seat with you, Coach. Coach going on the hot seat. Listen, man, we be back next week, Thursday. We had a good time. Coach, we love you. We appreciate you.
We do.
We love you, Mo. Listen, man, we put this thing together again. Another good night. Another good situation. We love how it go down, everybody. Thank y'all. We appreciate
y'all for joining us.
God bless y'all. Y'all be safe. Have a good night. Love your parents. Love your family. Kiss your kids. And don't forget to tip your waitress.
And slap sandals when you can. And show your toes and your feet.
And slap sandals when you can.
That's it.
See ya.